Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. I don't have anything really specific planned for today, so I'm just gonna let my mind ramble, and we'll talk about whatever pops into mind. First thing, let's talk about this. I've changed my power options on it. I've dropped down to a 2S configuration. That's the biggest weight savings there. And I've cut a little weight here and there. And now, rather than tipping the scale at about 1,000 grams, this thing tips the scale at about 820, 830, somewhere around there. So I've knocked off 150 grams. That's a pretty good savings. Anyway, this has been one of the most time-consuming and complicated builds I've ever done. One of the time-consuming reasons, besides waiting for parts, is the fact that I use this MKS epoxy almost exclusively. Why? Because I have it, and because it's really good epoxy. The drawback with it is it takes 24 hours to go off. But once it goes off, it's there. This has been a really complicated Rube Goldberg device, and it's all in an attempt to get this thing as far up in here. And really, I'm getting it up to about there, so that's pretty good. I'm putting the motor up there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I really wanted to show you something that went together a little faster and with less custom stuff, and then going, oh, I need to add one of these. I have to order one of those. It takes a month to get here, yada, yada, yada. My next project, I have a next project. My next project, I think I have everything on the shelf. I'm willing to bet a lot of you have this on the shelf too. The price is right. You're going to like what I have planned next. It's going to be simple, fast to build, fast on the water, and a whole lot of fun. And it'll be rugged. Anyway, enough of that. I have a new washing machine coming in a little more than a week, and so I'm going to let this get really nasty and then throw it in the old washing machine before the new washing machine gets here so I can have a clean desktop. I think today my task will be to put all that carbon fiber away, and get cooling jackets and cooling tube bending things and cooling tube bending things and cooling tubes. So they all need to go into the cooling tube bin. You know what? We were talking about cool tools. Somebody, was it Jim? Somebody said, show us some cool tools that the doctor uses. Here's another cool tool I use all the time, a servo tester. And these can be found on some battery checkers and such. So keep your eye out for this. Having a servo tester makes it easy sometimes when you want to center a servo and you don't have the radio, you don't have the receiver. You can just get it centered right there and you're done. It's a nice thing to have laying around. One of the drawbacks about these little boats is everything takes up a lot of space. So you got to think about everything. So the battery wires, I have a plan for the battery wires. These will get XT30 connectors on them. they go in about there. That's about as far forward as they actually go. So I may allow this to go behind the servo, and then what I will do is I will make a connector that has XT60 on this end, and then XT30s on that end. And yeah, it's a long, circuitous wire run, but they give me long, circuitous wires on this thing. I could shorten them up, and then from here, tuck this under and go to a shorter wire. We'll have to see when I get to that stage. But I do have the option for just plug and play with everything existing. And 4 miles of wire. Oh, what's a little more weight and a little more resistance? Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.